What up, America? I'm going to talk a little bit about American US guitars that particularly look really rustic these days, and they are starting to become very popular. People are taking off the lacquers, relicing it, distressing it, kind of like furniture. Furniture looks very relic these days. Well, they're kind of doing the same thing. I'm going to talk about two guitars that I think, the one you just heard had vintage, restored, reissue, special pickups on it, and this one is a typical very popular guitar that was the original 52 Tele that they reproduced many times over and over, telling people that this was their signature guitar. It's essentially the first guitar that was ever built. The thing that's really cool about both of these guitars is that they stay true to the natural character of what it's supposed to be. I know the wood's not hundreds of years old or 50 years old or 60 years old. It's not worn down. The time has not been processed and rendered that way. However, the electronics do stay true to the authenticity of the guitar, and they left the neck pretty thick in profile on both axes. So let me demonstrate this one. A lot of people talk about this guitar. However, very few talk about the particular pickups on this guitar. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what it is. So underneath this ashtray cover, you've got your typical saddle, three-part saddle, and your bridge. Now the interesting thing about this is it sounds the way it's supposed to sound. I think somebody's at the doorbell. But anyways, it sounds the way it's supposed to, like, let me see. Choky, the way it's supposed to cut through. And then on this, believe it or not, this one takes up the neck pickup. The neck pickup is so there is no hybrid position. There's no between the two actually on this guitar, and that's how they used to produce it. So what's interesting is they used to have a puffy, chop, muddy, very rickety, rackety sound in the days when Elvis and I guess a lot of typical 50s players played. So it had this puff kind of sound. Sounds like the tone's been put at zero, but you can't get the same kind of thing because the thickness is still there because of the high profile neck here. So let's just see what it really sounds like on the guitar alone. Okay, you're going to get a very interesting sound. You get a very easy jazz box kind of sound. It kind of sounds like a semi-hollow, but not quite. It's hard to describe. Yes, that's the jazz sound you really get out of this guitar. I'm not doing anything out of it, out of the ordinary, but it is a very distinct sound. I tend to use it a lot for jazz things, also classical. Let's see, like so let's try out the next pickup. Very distinct, right? It still has that chiminess to it too, right? You even can produce a lot of that typical. Let's try just using this with even the jazz tones. So easing those jazz. So now I'm going to take a look at how you can complement each of them. Okay, so I'm going to try going back to here, and I'm going to let you hear a little bit of a hollow sound that I wasn't really intending to produce, but I'm going to try to produce a little bit of a hollow sound for you guys. So let's see what it sounds like. Switching just between all the pickups here. Okay, I wasn't planning to do some of those loop things. I hope it doesn't sound too messy, but let's give it a try. the gist, but these are some typical guitars that I think stay quite loyal to how the way they are supposed to sound. Thanks for checking in, and we hope to see you real soon with a couple of other unique items on our list. Take care. Peace.